All right, we're live now. Okay, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Right, we're live now. Right, we're live. Okay, good to go. Um, Good morning. Okay, so I'll bring in the slide. Okay, still have to download it. All right, good morning, everyone, both in the studio and the YouTube. Welcome us to the second day of the program, the e-commerce masterclass and the business digitalization workshop for African female entrepreneurs. Yesterday, we started and we were able to look talk about e-commerce masterclass work frame, of course, uh, considered what should we should consider when we're setting up our e-commerce, because selling online it's something we cannot do without in this age for a business person. So business digitalization, it's a must. And I remember telling us about the way storefront is, that is just like the physical shop that we have. And of course, we discussed some of the benefits of having of going online, of having digitalizing our businesses. I thought about, of course, it gives us a uh, borderless opportunity in business. So you're able to sell within and beyond your community. You're able to sell within and beyond your community, and makes you're able to reach more people, and it makes your work easier. It helps your publicity. You have wider publicity coverage compared to you're using your social media compared to the traditional marketing. And we consider all those things. We talk about security. I remember telling us that the business owner that is online should learn to do two-way authentication, either for your website, your social media platforms, Facebook, WhatsApp. Two-way authentication is key. You should consider security as one thing you can't joke with. And then I made us understand it that uh you cannot say I don't need internet. Even if you don't need to digitalize on your own, how about the people you're doing business with? How about people that are going to need your service? So the best thing is you just brace up and maximize internet. And that is the reason why we come up with this workshop. And like I said, so many people attend conferences and you hear success story. Fine, but our target is to see that you become that success story. We don't we yes, you can go to conferences, you come back, but we want to say that you attend a program, and when you get back, you can be able to do something on your own. So please remember the questions I raised yesterday, the questions, answer all the questions around all that we discussed. Answer all the questions, the type of storefront you want to have, either, and I explain, and I still take us to some of the practicals there around that. You can have a full e-commerce website, depend on your business, the level of your business and your product. Then you can have, of course, mini website. You can use stores. There are so many stores. I talk about our own store and BHA. And then I talked about you can have regular business website, and then connect with your social media, and then use other uh, social media tools or other internet tools, other digital tools to uh, 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 do all the other as well, like to answer all the other responsibilities, like the invoicing, that are e-invoicing, that are payment gateway. We talked about payment gateways. So, and you have the video to watch. At least try to do a slice of the video for yesterday and drop on the platform, so you'll be able to watch. Now today I am going to today we're going to have lots of we're going to do some practicals, and then uh we talked about payment gateway yesterday, so we'll be having more when our guest will be taking a session about that, about payment gateway. So But let me start uh, today by telling us, and remember I told us that have your jotter, have your pen, jot things down, and then you go back to your laptop to practice, to put them into your business. Be sure do you maximize these 2 days. Or we know that we cannot give everything that you need for your e-commerce and for business digitalization, but at least whatever you're able to get, apply them, and then we have the platform. The platform is there for us so that we can easily ask questions. You ask your question, we can find solutions, answers and solutions together, and then we grow together. That's the idea. So you have the platform, you can always ask questions. Now today, let me start by talking to us about the SEO, search engine optimization, your bios, your social media bios, and then branding. Well, and then and branding and business and company registration. So why am I talking about this, starting with this today? Because I've seen so many businesses, I've helped so many people, they've had issues, and we were, and then also when we're doing website for some people, so we discovered lots of error because things were not done the way they should. They didn't take the proper steps in when they were setting up the company. So, and I'll try to explain. And this is practical so that when you go back to all your social handles, you can be able to do any necessary corrections. And for those who are starting business, it gives you the idea of the ideal way to maximize digital for your business. That's the idea. So let me start from one. When you want to register a company, when you want to start a company, and you are going to have a website, I see so many people that they have website before they have their company register, and then it becomes issue. I will tell you why as we go on. Now, if you, because for the reason is this, your website needs you to get a name, your company registration needs you to get a name. Now, your branding needs you to maintain a name. Now, if you go ahead and create a website when you have not registered your company with Corporate Affairs Commission, now, and you now have a website and goes viral, booming, you now want to register your company, and lo and behold, you get to CAC, you search, you discover that because you've been using that name, someone saw the name and has registered it, and the name is not available for you again. The name is not available. Meanwhile, you already have the website that is carrying the name. Now you are forced to amend and register a different name with Corporate Affairs Commission. Now it's going to affect your branding. That is going to affect your branding, because what it means is that somehow it's the website name or your social handles. Your website name itself may not have much issue, but your domain name and then your social handles may really have lots of issue. This is the reason, and that's why I want to talk about our search engine optimization and our bios. Seeing some people that they create, they develop, they have their website before uh, company registration. That is one error. Then again, you see people that if you go to they don't have tally, balance bios. They don't have balanced content, branding, information about their company. If you go to Instagram, they have a different name, and then description, business description, they have it. They have a different name from what they have on Facebook, from what they have, and then they have different content. Now, what this means is that if I go on Google to search for your company name, search for the name, your trade name, it means that I'll probably You may have something for me on Instagram, but you don't use that name in Instagram. It is the name that I look for that Google is going to bring all the things that are the hashtag along, that maintain that those names and keywords. Because your company name is the number one keyword for your business. Your company name is number one keyword, and your company name must therefore balance in all your social handles, in all your everywhere you present on internet. That's one. Then your company descriptions. Because so if I say if I'm trying to look, if I want to look for something, if you don't have that, if I want to look for you, if you don't have the balanced information, I may not see you on some other platform. I may see you on Google, see your website alone. I may not see your social handles. I may see you or your website, see your Facebook and not see your Instagram. I may see your Instagram and not see your Facebook. So it doesn't help your search engine optimization. So in other words, don't have a scatter branding. Have consistent and balanced branding across all your digital platforms. So maintain same name, maintain same content. So if you any way you describe yourself on LinkedIn or describe your business on LinkedIn, let it be the same way you describe your business on Facebook and on Instagram or Twitter, anywhere. let it let it be balanced, so that if I go on Google and I just type your name or type your company name, I can have everything that I need to know. Then about us, the page about us, let the page about us be able to not only talk about your business, but let it be able to direct people to contact you or take an action, make a decision. There must be on your about us, there must be call to action, especially for nano and small businesses. They must be able to contact, because sometimes it may be that about us that people see on internet, that they see online when they search. So if they see about us, don't let it just be telling story about you. When you talk about us, let people be able to contact you. Let people be able to locate you. Let people be able to make decision. Sometimes it may be from, if I search on Google and read about you, maybe you may want it to lead me to your store where I can see your products. So this is very, very important. It's good we take that into consideration when we are setting up. So don't forget again, that's why I said take your break, because this is no slide for it. Just understand it, that number one, if for those who are yet to who just newly want to set up their company, don't have website until you have a company name, your company registered first before you go for website. So it is the name. So because the profile, so main all the profile, and make sure that you have standard profile when you are doing company registration, so that it's the same profile you will carry. That's how to the best way to do branding. The same profile you carry to build your website. So that you have that, and then you have that on your social platform. And then number two, be sure that all your bios are the same, they carry the same information. So anything what you say, any way you type, the way you explain things, let it be the same, so people can easily find you online. You can easily find you online. And then another thing I need to tell us is this: uh common names. You see, keywords. There's a way to use keywords. The way to use keywords is not about having it's not about the way keywords work. It is when people search for products, when people search for what they need. But at the same time, again, you must know that if you want to give name to your company, Be careful not to give a name. Be careful not, even on website when you are describing, not to give names that are being used over and over. It's different from keywords. Keywords are regular used words that describe, for example, a fashion designer on Lagos Island. It's keyword. So if I go online and say I need a fashion designer on Lagos Island, it will bring all the fashion designers that have SEO, that set in the SEO, that have the keywords fashion designer on Lagos Island, will bring them out. That's an example. But it's different from if you're looking for a company name and the company name is common. So you may not come in the search of number one. And then now again, why we will spend when we spend money to boost SEO, that's good. But understand, if there are thousands companies, so it means you have to, if all of us, if 100 people spend to be in front, just think about it. Just think about it, that all of us spending money on SEO to be in front, so we'll be struggling for that. But you know, the best SEO are your social handles. The best SEO for your business is to engage people boost. When people go from your Facebook to your website, when people go from all your social handles to your website more and more, it speaks something to Google that there's engagement around this name. So the engagement is what brings you up. But if you are not engaging people on social media, it affect your website, because the people are not your insight. Yesterday I talked about analysis and insight. Now if people are not visiting your website, it will not rank on search engine optimization. It will not rank. So the best way to enjoy visit is, be sure that your social handle is bringing people. The call to action is directing people to either your landing page, is directing people to your website. That is very, very important. That will help you. So I'm going to show us some websites and how to go with some website to make that happen. So let me just open my slide. Let me open a window to just show us. I'll show us some website. And I said yesterday in the previous session, I talked about some business website that doesn't have to be e-commerce, and then you are still able to sell with them. So I'm going to consider, and we'll be sharing my screen. Please, I'll be sharing my screen now, and I will quickly, before we have the next session about payment gateway, let's have some practical, and I'll do a kind of, okay, new tab, and show us this thing I'm talking about. So I'm going to have some practicals with us. So if you can see my screen now. So let's say I I come to Google and I search for I want to search for a business. So if I look at okay, let's just say uh, bakery bakery in Lagos. Bakery in Lagos. Now this is, I want to see bakery in Lagos. Now you can see, if you look at, when I type bakery in Lagos, you already see bakery school in Lagos. It means some people have created the SC, the keywords that there have been keywords around school, bakery school in Lagos, bakeries in Lagos, and so I pick bakeries in Lagos. So if you have bakery in Lagos, but you have not done Google My Business, you didn't have a website, you didn't have your social handles, you don't have anything online that tells about your bakery in Lagos, you are not going to feature. So the companies you see is because they have in their SEO bakeries in Lagos in their the keywords. So they have in their keywords. So when you are creating your content, be sure to search the keywords that are available online, that you know that people will go to look for. So that is one way to really help your branding to really project and shoot out in SEO. In SEO is very, very important. So please let's remember that. So I told us that I will start with a website, one of the websites we built to explain a business website. And you know, this can be a landing page. It can be a landing page. It can be uh, a store, but this concept will work. Now, because you have full website, if you have full e-commerce website, considering the money and managing a full e-commerce website, if you don't have that product, is not advisable. I don't advise people. So anytime I'm doing website for people, I advise them look based on their business and the target. So you will get there, but you don't have to start far from where what you can manage. I've seen some people, in fact, at some point, there are some website I had to drop when I discovered that the owner sometimes they won't be ready, they were not ready to listen. When you try to say, you don't need, why having this, why not this? But it looks like, what are you saying? And then they will go on their own, they will now come back. Because for some people, they were one reason or the other, they won't come back, but you know that they have issue because they won't listen. See, you don't need to. For example, our website, our e-commerce website is from 150,000 to 200, 250,000 depend, and it's for 50, 100 products. Now you have like 10, 20 products, and you don't necessarily uh, have a full e-commerce even to automate your business. You can have this before me is a business website. What it means having the business website that you don't necessarily need to pay you they don't necessarily need to pick a product to the cart and they pay you online. They don't need online like from that website. You can still automate like this now. What we did is, this is a website, this is the home of the website. We put here that people can buy their product here. So now these are just the sample. You can see that's just the sample of the product. But if you click buy here, it takes you to where you can see all the products in all. You can see all the product they have. Now you see all the product on this website. This, by the way, this Entwine.Africa is an indigenous company, and they focus on things, wears for females, underwears, top, basically for, you can see all of them. So now you can see these are the products. Then the next thing is, now, like I explained to someone who wants to who has a bakery or pure water company, the first thing is you put a link like this, click here to become our distributor. So if I click, it's going to bring a form that I will fill. So when I fill the form, you will see the form. When I fill the form, you will see the form, and then you call or follow up. Then we start business. You have my address. Then the next thing, you can put my address for people. You say, okay, you can get in Magodo, you can get our product as also place. You now put all the contact addresses there. That's one way. See how we are maximizing a business website, because the difference between business website in price is almost 50,000 naira different, and the managing as well is around 50,000, 100,000 naira different. So why if you have a small business and you can use other ways, why not, instead of having to spend, and again, to pay someone to manage your e-commerce website is another money. And again, you may not be able to manage e-commerce website on your own. Am I saying that people should not do e-commerce website? No, of course I want to make money. If you do e-commerce website, I enjoy it, but I'm thinking of uh get your business to a level before you can think of doing full e-commerce website, that you have good staffs with you, that you have hands, and then you can easily do whatever, meet up whatever demands. So it's good having that. Why not consider the tools that are available now? With this, they fill the form and then click here to buy. Interestingly, if you click here, that's what I explained. By clicking this place, it takes you to the, so this is all I agree with the owner, that see, it's a business website. Now this is what you're going to do: set up your catalog on WhatsApp. So she did that, spend time, set up her catalog. All the products that are available, they are on catalog. So all these products, they have them on catalog. So, and the cart, so it's making the catalog, the WhatsApp, as the e-commerce base. So what happens is that once you click here to buy, it will take you to our catalog in WhatsApp. Then you can pick any of the product. And interestingly, now if you pick any of the product, then you can see this is to the catalog. So if I open, it takes me to the catalog, and then from the catalog, what you will see then is so I want to be sure that people are seeing my screen. Let me check from YouTube. So because this is important, I really want you guys to get it. So it takes you
Yep.
to our catalog. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your screen is actually visible. I can see it.
Okay, so and okay, let me check the YouTube just to be sure they are seeing it there, and the screen sharing they can see, because I'm on full screen here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. So they are not seeing it. So I will have to. I think what I will do is I will share the two process about, because I'm sharing screen, and keenly I'm sharing single. I will have shared my own screen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that the two steps that I've taken, I will I will stop sharing. No, I will not. What I will do is that I share this next. This is where when I click, it took me to this. This is where it took me to. This is where I talk about click here to become a distributor, and click here to buy. So sorry about that. I think what I'm going to do is that let me just use my earphone so that I can follow you on YouTube. I will have known that you didn't see it, but now I think I've used my earphone, so we'll be on the same page. So this is where to click to become a distributor. If I click this, it takes me to the form, the Google form, where you will fill the form to become a distributor. And then by clicking here, it takes me to the next one here, where I open a catalog. So by the time I click the catalog, it takes me to where she has all the product. Let me see if I just now is that is simple from where you now know it. So set up your catalog on your WhatsApp business, of course. So once you now set up, what you now do is your price is there. So by the time a customer clicks on them and to you in your there now your WhatsApp, professionally, what you are now to do as a business person is you greet the person, hello and thank you for this, and then use the e-invoice. Thank God a colleague will be talking to you about that today, talking about the e-invoice, the e-payment. So you create a link for all of them and send the invoice. So the person will see the invoice and able to make the payment. So either with card, anything, transfer, it's there. The invoice carry the payment link. So the invoice, by the time I see the invoice and able to, and then that makes, of course, you know, with that takes it brings a standard that although you are a nano or a small business, but there is a standard that people will say, oh, these people mean business. I mean, this is an invoice, and it helps the buyer. Then the buyer see the invoice, and then the buyer go ahead and make the payment, and immediately you have the payment. And you know, again, if it is something like, if it's a service, it's not only for product. If it's a service, the invoice and the payment is created in a way that you can have the occurring payments. So what you have done is that you have simplified e-commerce for yourself, and you have reduced cost. You have reduced cost. So, and this again, it brings a good movement between your social media, your website, and your WhatsApp. It balances your digital journey. So because what brings you to the website, let's say what brings me now to this website is a link, this link. So let me use that to teach you. So this is the way it is. This is how to share with what your website, or you, because so many people ask me questions. So this is you, what you just have to do is to copy the link. You copy the link, and this same thing you can do on your website, on your e-store. You can copy a product, same thing with your product link. Once you copy the link, sometimes I use Microsoft Word to type whatever is going, or you just go to your Facebook anywhere, type the content, the message you want to share, then drop the link in that along with that message. So once you drop the link, either is the product link or your website link, once you copy the link, you drop it there, you have created your content, then you share. So what it means is that, so I will see it on your Facebook. So if I see it on your Facebook, once I click the link or I click any image on that Facebook, it brings me to your website. It brings me to your website. Then I can be able to see every other thing that I need to do. That's why when you are setting up your Facebook or Instagram, your social media, set them with the important information on you. They must have your email, how to contact you when you're on your the setting up. They must have your website there. So because it makes it easier once you share anything, sometimes if you are going to do run hard promotion, Facebook will bring out your link, your website link to promote. And where Facebook will not allow you, that's another thing. Facebook will not allow you, and even if they are let to not thrive, to use a third party link that is not your website link, that you didn't drop on your Facebook as a website link. It doesn't always yield better results. So it's always good to do proper setting up. So, you know, like what I started with, having same content helps you. It saves you money. It saves you. It saves so many things to have better content, to have a balanced content, because it close gap and it's on its own. It's organic for you. So I hope you understand this process. If you are not clear, go by the process step by step. So I've just used this website to show us the example of the easiest way you can run an having to break bank. And you know, interesting thing is that what I've just told you now, you can do it with an e-shop, with your e-shop, with your store on e-shop. Follow this process. You have followed the process of e-commerce website. So what I gave us yesterday, and what I'm giving us today, if you learn to blend them together, you only need just few questions to run a standard e-commerce business. The logistic, like I told us, there are so many logistic companies that you can talk to, and the way business, then you begin to make your money. And then you close shop and run your business from home, especially the housewives. So you run your business from home and you make your money. Or all you just need is, for those that have to do with creative business, you just need a place to work. So your showroom, your website and your social media platform becomes your showroom, your marketing and your sales. So it removes cost. You just need, so it means that you can get a place anywhere as factory. So you don't need to to go and get office on island or beside this roadside or anything. You can get an apartment, you can get a 3-bedroom flat now, so cheaper for you. You can run your creative business, because of course you know what that means. You can get a cheaper apartment when it's not like on an open or conspicuous place, so and you can do your business. So it has nothing to do with where is the product coming from this time around. It has to do with who is handling the product and how the product is being handled. It's not about the location that is coming from anymore. So because the standard location is, you can see you online. I mean, I have teachers in Nigeria. They teach some schools in Canada, in Italy, in different countries, and from people who teach for schools in Ghana, they're here, vice versa. I have people who are working for companies in India, in Israel, from Nigeria here. So and because I consider that if we can do this for small businesses, then the small businesses can become big businesses. And again, even you may not be in Lagos, this concept, you may be in Kano, you may be in anywhere. If you apply this, you know that what it means, that you can be doing adire in Osun and be selling to Lagos, to Abuja, to Kano, to Kaduna. That is what it means. So you can produce from anywhere. You can produce from anywhere and then sell to anywhere. So you can have your factory anywhere, and then your website becomes your showroom, and then work on your logistics. That's why I said follow the things I shared yesterday. Watch the video again, and then put your your business on. That's why I feel I need to really, that's why I'm doing this workshop, because I can say paid training, landing. I see so many people, I see so many like that. They say, and I won't promise you what is not available. Say, I can say make 6 digits in 1 week or in 2 weeks, in 1 month, and then I come up with very powerful topics because I need you to pay, and you pay, and then many of you have paid for such, and at the end of the day, it didn't really yield much. There's no point lying to ourselves. Yes, we are doing business, but I think we help ourselves have more concern. One, as in this, I mean, business as a mission person, as a minister, as a pastor. Then I'm in business again to see how we can build the continent of Africa. So I don't have issue with people who have sweet words to say whatever they say. Fine, but I think we need to really help small businesses. Then we can be able to grow together. Then we can have a developed continent, a sincere developed continent together. Now, things I'm teaching can apply to services, different businesses, different products. You just need to sit down and find a way to apply them. Sit down and make them have a kind of thinking session, how to bring them into any business you are doing. And that's why I tell us that you ask me questions. When you ask questions, once I know the kind of what the kind of business you do, then we can look at it together, and then we can tell you to get this, and get that. So what we've done in Business of Africa, that you can have an e-store for yourself. You need a landing page, and then you can have your product. You can have my product, my company .businesshub.africa. That's another way. It can be a landing page. We have that, and also you can do the marketing on your own. And then also I discovered that some people cannot do their marketing on their own. That's why we create a monthly plan. And then they can't do the marketing on their own. I don't want to forget this. And then they can't afford to pay digital marketer. I have seen that. I have many friends, of course, for many years. I mean, SMEs, NSMEs, meetings, group, I mean, different. So I know so many people have that challenge that they employ digital marketer. They pay for first month, they're not able to pay the next month, and then back to square one. So some of them, I advise them before they employ, but they don't always listen. But when they have the experience, they come back. Now I told that, okay, you have to pay the minimum. You have to pay a digital marketer now is 75,000, 100,000, 120,000. Now that is to pay him. And that doesn't mean that you will get results, because some people, again, they budget to pay digital marketer, they don't budget adverts. The number one thing to budget when it comes to internet digital marketing is the budget to pay for ads. It's not like I employ someone, he will only be doing the same. See, if you don't promote that platform, you are not going to get any results. If you only put all the skills, and then for so many digital marketing that are not trained as entrepreneurs, there's difference between something is in viral and this is making results. You can have 1 million followers and not making money. So it takes a digital marketer that is trained as an entrepreneur to get results for you. And so I look at it, before you look for 120,000, even if you are paying 70,000, 75,000 to a digital marketer, then you will need another 50,000, there about 75,000 again to run adverts. That's why I see that. And then it's not healthy. And if let's say you are a fashion designer like my friend now, if the digital marketer is with you, he can't sew, she can't sew, would they just sit down? They just sit down in your office. What benefit does it bring to you? So that's why we consider monthly packages that covers digital marketing, all the process, and then covered adverts. So it covered a digital marketer salary, and it covers adverts. And we put it in a way that the digital marketer can be able to work for more, serve different business at the same time, and be able to run ads So you getting results. The digital marketer is happy making money, working. So you are paying, in fact, you are paying as low as 15,000 monthly for that digital marketer. And he's doing your weekly, he will run one advert in a month and do your weekly post, your content, do all the digital marketing for your platform. Is that not interesting? That's what we have created as well. While you face other things, you produce, you do other things. So with as low as 35,000 in a month, 40,000, 50,000, you're able to run, employ someone and run adverts. So we have that package. So we try to see different, and then we have packages as businesses. We put it in a way that depend on the level of your business, the target. But the thing I've known about digital marketing is that there is no way you do digital marketing well that you don't get results. I have known that. And one error that business people make is that they're looking at how will I pay that money? But the result is going to give you is more than the result of the money you are paying currently with the traditional way. I mean, just think of it. Look at this program. If you want to do a paid program, if I spend on 200,000 online for a virtual meeting, if I spend 200,000 on adverts, money by registration, it is sure, because what it means, the 200,000 is going to bring me before millions. The 200,000 is going to bring me before millions. So there is, if I'm charging a training for 25,000, there is no way I will not have 100 people out of a million to sign up for that training. So think about it. If I'm going to do the same training, 25,000, and the 200,000 will not even pay for the hall that I'm going to use. Not talk of refreshment, not talk of the hall, other decoration, sound system, and every other thing. But the 200,000, if I put 200,000 to a training online, I will get the money. I will double the money. So think about it. And it's the same thing about the cloth you want to sell, the food you want to sell, the service you want to render. If you devote money, say, okay, for this quarter, I budget at least 250,000 on my business. You will get it back. You will multiply it, and then it reduces stress. You'll be known wider. Because one thing about business, even in the Bible, I'm a Christian, I always talk about Bible. The Bible says that his fame for Jesus, before people started ministering to the ministry of Jesus, he said his fame spread abroad. It was first the fame spread abroad, then the next thing is people started giving to the ministry. So these are principles that work everywhere. So doing business using internet will make your fame spread abroad. Then when your fame spread abroad, you have quality product, then there's no devil that can stop you making it. So don't spend money to go and rent that shop if you can do your production from home. Put that money for shop into internet, into having a good website, even if it is the e-shop, run adverts. So we make it easier. That okay, if let's say you have 100,000 and you are thinking, I can't do website, I cannot pay 40,000 for landing page. So there is a store for you. Put the product for free, then promote. Use the money in your hand to promote your product from the store. Let them promote for you, and then 4% from the commission, you make money. You are not paying ahead, you pay when you sell. So I think I should stop here. But I need to think around this. You don't have any excuse not selling online. You don't have any excuse. So I've just told you, you can use You can use you can have your full e-commerce, you can use business website, you can use landing page, you can use e-store, and then use your WhatsApp business. Put all your product on WhatsApp business, and then you sign up with payment platform that can help you collect money, that you can use their e-invoice. So I'll be bringing up Bolarinwa. She's experienced in the payments, in this kind of payments, and she'll be talking to us from that. So I stop the sharing, and we will be having Bolarinwa taking us. I guess it's been a wonderful time in this first session. So we want to welcome uh, Bolarinwa now to the stage. So
Good morning, sir. Thanks for having me. I hope you can hear me.
yeah, very clearly.
Good morning, and thanks for having me here. I mean, you've been dishing out some amazing alphas and important information, and kudos to you on that.
Yes, very clearly.
Kudos to you on that. Your the information you've been giving so far has been, I mean, amazing, and I believe it will go a long way in helping businesses to position well for growth, scaling, and increase in revenue. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bolanroa, and I am the founder and CEO at Senti. Senti, what we do at Senti is we simplify business processes for African businesses. Basically, enabling businesses to send and receive payments both locally, internationally. So let's take for instance, you're selling to your local customers. You can do that effortlessly and seamlessly with Sentive. Maybe you're selling to customers who are abroad. You can receive payment from them instantly without having to go through the bank. Would have remembered that if you are going through the banking, regular banking or traditional banking CBN PIN, it takes time. Aside from that, the transaction fees and all of those, they are a lot. So using our platform makes it easy for you to receive payments from customers across the globe, regardless of where your customers are. You can receive your payments instantly, whether it is in US dollars or in euros or pounds or Kenyan shillings. You can do that via the Centre platform. And aside from global payments and local payments, we have amazing value add-ons that we provide to businesses, and they include escrow. So I'm going to touch up on escrow. So I don't know if you've had a situation whereby I'll first start from the business point of view first, and then the um, the customer point of view. So as a business, I don't know if you've had the challenge of you want to try to sell to someone. Maybe someone messages you online. Maybe they want to buy an item, or just want to patronize you. But due to trust, I mean, they can't just randomly send payments to someone they're seeing for the first time, right? And you, on the other hand, you're reluctant to do payment on delivery because what if the delivery person gets to where the customer is and they're unable to reach the customer? That's a loss on your end. On the other hand, the customer also doesn't want to make payment because they don't want to get blocked. We've had scenarios of people getting blocked when they try to patronize vendors online. So this has created a kind of trust and security gap in the e-commerce space, and it is difficult for even the legit businesses, the ones that are actually genuine and honest, to convince potential customers that don't worry, just pay me this money. So in order to close that gap, we have the escrow system. You have the escrow system. What the escrow system does is that it collects the payment on your behalf from the customer. So the customer has made payment already, but just to kind of prove to the customer that their money is also safe and that you are going to deliver to them. You are going to deliver the item they want to buy to them. The escrow owes the money. You deliver the item to them, and they deliver to you. Like I said, I mean, I already mentioned the low high transaction fees when you want to make payments, you want to collect payments from abroad, from customers abroad. You want to send money to your customers abroad. For those who ship from China, from Vietnam, you want to be able to send money to people you buy from over there. You can do that via our platform at cheaper fees and instant payments, low customer retention. Please, the previous slide, please. No customer retention, complex compliance. I also just touched up on security and trust issues, which is a big factor or a big gap in the e-commerce space. So with the escrow system, we are trying to close that gap by making it easy for businesses like you to sell to your customers, to close sales faster instead of all those back and forth. Don't worry, I will not scam you. Business will be like, no, I want to do payment on delivery. All those things, just give them an escrow link. The escrow collect the payment on your behalf, you deliver to the customer, and you get your payment instantly once they get their item. Next slide, please. So I already spoke about the escrow system. Our fees are very cheaper, unlike the likes of our competitors like Paystar, Flutterwave. They charge as high as 2%, 2.5%, but we charge just 1%, 100 naira. Transparent pricing, something favorable for your business so that you get to save more on your business capital. Our system is also powered by the blockchain network to make things more optimized and faster for you. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So for people like, I already mentioned, sorry, the previous slide, I want to quickly touch up on, the customer segment. So, we service businesses like you that sell to that sell to people within the country, that imports. Maybe you want to import from China, you want to import from Vietnam, you want to import from anywhere. Make it easy for you to do that. You want to export, maybe you want to send, maybe let's say, for instance, food items, because one of the things that is moving now is food items. People are now exporting food items outside of the country. You want to be able to, sell to your customers who buy food from you from Nigeria. You can collect payments instantly. Store owners, I mean, we just touched up on store ownership, and with our platform you can receive your payments instantly, seamlessly, and lower transaction fees. E-commerce businesses, I mean, this is the current conversation for the day, and founders with marketplace business models. Next slide, please. Okay, so what are the value propositions for us? I already mentioned it. Instant and business friendly fees. Our fees are very, very transparent. 1% and 100 naira, and that's it. No hidden fees, nothing. Customer retention. We also have a system that makes it easy for you to retain customers. It's a different thing for you to sell to customers, and it's a different thing for that customer to come back and patronize you. They are two different things. So what makes that customer come back to patronize you? And that's why we have the customer retention system, the loyalty reward system, for you to incentivize customers. No one will incentivize them on your behalf. The goal is for them to always come back to patronize you so that you can increase your sales and increase your revenue. We are also bridging that trust and security gap with the escrow system. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Like I mentioned earlier, our fees are very cheap. 1%, unlike others that charge as high as 2%, 2.5. Next slide, please. So we've partnered with different banks, with banks like Providus Bank, Solana. We also have a number of businesses that are already using our platform, and it's been amazing feedbacks. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so I'm going to be doing um, a kind of demo of what our platform looks like. So I would like to share my screen on my end here so that I can do a demo for the audience.
Okay, you can use you look under, you will see present in the studio. Then you go
Okay,
to screen sharing.
get it. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you see my screen? I want to confirm if you can see my screen
Not
before.
yet.
I think you need to stop sharing from your end first.
Okay, let me. Okay, so your screen is in.
Okay, you can see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is our platform, payment infrastructure for merchants in the global market. So, you are selling to customers within Nigeria or outside of Nigeria. You can always leverage our platform. You can easily convert first-time customers with ease using the escrow system, sell anywhere and receive your payment instantly, retain customers with loyalty rewards. So here, what we offer, global payments, customer loyalty reward system, secure escrow system. We also have features in the form of payment links, so you can easily share your payment links for anybody to make payment to you. We have scan to pay. Anybody comes to your store, they can scan your QR code that is designated for you, mounted on the props that we give to you. They scan and make payment to you instantly. Customer loyalty rewards, the escrow system, payment API, split payments. But also, once you sign up with us, we also give you bank accounts that are, for your business specifically. So you don't have to, go through any hassle. We give you bank accounts for your business and also, escrow APIs. We also have the commerce integration. So you have a website, you have WordPress plugin. So you don't necessarily need to know how to code. You can do that via our platform, and you can also, use our WordPress plugin by integrating into your website. So I'll be giving a walkthrough of the platform now. So you get to sign in here. So this is assume that I have an account already because I actually do. So this is what the platform looks like. You want to create an invoice, you come here, create an invoice. So let's say website design, or let's say e-commerce class. Customer name, let's say, okay, let's say this email address, due date, issued and due date. Let's take for instance, you want to sell a fabric that costs, let's say, 3,000. Also, our transaction fees come from the customers and not you. You're not paying for the transaction fee. It is the customers that pay for them. So yeah. So if I go to, you can see the customer receives the invoice you sent to them and they make payments. They get to review their invoice and they make payments. So they can pay with bank transfer. They can also pay with stable coin. Stable coin now makes it very diverse. So if you want to sell to people that don't that they do cryptos too, you can also sell to them. They pay us in stable coin or in crypto, and you receive your money in naira. All those conversions, you don't have to worry about it. We handle it for you. All your own is that you receive the payment directly into your bank account, and this is where the customer gets to pay you, and that's it. So let me know if you have questions. You can also create an escrow transaction here. If I create an escrow transaction here, your dashboard, you get to see, updates and logs from activities that are going on your platform and all of that. You get to see your inflows here. You get to see customers that have paid you here so that you're able to follow up with customers that, actually patronize you much frequently. Thank you. I hope you got that.
Okay. Thank you. That was great. So we can take questions now. There's a question for you already.
Okay.
Let me just read that before I ask. You mentioned the integration thing for is this for website e-commerce. I think you will come to explain that better. But there's a question here. Is Madam Rita, thank you for joining. Incentive insured by NDIC.
Okay, so we are not a bank, we are a PSSP. And yes, we leverage a license. We don't have our license yet, but we leverage the license of our partners. So we are very much, compliance worthy. We align with the, or we abide by the compliance landscape or the compliance from the regulators. So we are very much compliance worthy. But we are not a bank. We are actually a PSSP. So we rely on the license of the bank, so our partner. Like I said, we work with Providence Bank. Did you get that?
Okay, so then let me now ask, if people are going to pay me, there are two options: either bank transfer and I think you have the second option. I think
Stable coin crypto, yeah.
the what?
Stable coin or crypto, they can also receive payment from their
Okay,
customer.
they say yes, the stable coin. Now for the regular nano, regular small business, that's strange. That's no, they don't know the stable coin. Is
They
there
don't have
any way? Okay,
they don't have to know. They receive the money directly into their bank account. So the reason we
okay,
have that to make it is to make their customers have diverse payment options. So for customers, their
okay,
customers, some businesses sell to young people like us, some sell to older people. So thus we are just making it easy for them to collect payments regardless of the kind of customers they are serving. So whether their customers pay them in crypto or in naira or whatever it is, they are receiving the money directly into their bank account.
okay. So now from the examples, like from the business account, I mean the website, business website that I talked about. So I need you to now from the WhatsApp catalog. How where does the incentive comes in, and how do you what is a vendor way to do that one? And then I need you to talk about the integration for those who have the for e-commerce website. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll start from the e-commerce website. We have a WordPress plugin that you can integrate into your website. You don't have to know how to code. As a matter of fact, if you want us to set it up for you, we can also do that for you. Within a couple of hours, you are good to go. So you can leverage your website and our WordPress plugins to receive payments. Just integrate it into your website. You collect payments and see the payments on your dashboard, and you get your payout just as you're supposed to get your payout. Then I will address the one for the e-commerce for the WhatsApp. So for the WhatsApp, you can embed your designated payment links or QR codes for people to pay to you. So it's that simple. Just get your link from your dashboard and embed it into your WhatsApp sales funnel, and they make payment to your customers make payment to you seamlessly and instantly. Did you get that?
All right. Okay. So okay, I think I get it now. So for now, you please help drop the link for those who may want to sign up to
Definitely.
that. I promised yesterday to drop the link for anyway on the platform. You can easily have it, but for maybe uh, I think it's good for those who may want to explore the platform
I just did
and
that.
the security. Because one thing is the security around the cyber fraud, that is key. That
Yeah.
is key, and I really want to know the arrangement or the efforts put in place to guarantee and for people to be rest assured that they are taking the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for that question. So we have, security in place. We have a cyber security team that ensures that there's no such thing as fraud or any funny modern fund movement on our platform. We are also leveraging AI to curb any fraud or cash chargeback frauds on our platform. And also, we have a security team that ensures that all payments that come through. Also, we have likes of logins. If you want to log in, you use OTPs. If you want to withdraw, you use OTPs. If you want to add a new bank account, you still have to verify. This is to ensure that you are the one, no one else is accessing your account. So we have all those mechanisms put in place to ensure that there are no security fallbacks on the platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bola. So I don't know if we still have any other question from our people for sensitive. Okay, I think we don't have any question again. So it's another great time like we had yesterday. So we'll again make the video available. But like I see, one thing is to hear, one thing is to get the knowledge, another thing is to put it to work. Now, your situation is not going to change if you don't do anything with the discovery. Uh, I have gone to do trainings for some people, and I just promised them I won't go back there because I'm always being sure to be a reality speaker. There's one thing, you can be a motivational speaker and motivate and make money, but there may not be the people you motivate. If you are giving a motivational speech, they may not produce. But I try as much as possible to see that it's not just in the talking, but in doing. And so, like there are some groups where I go to speak, I go to that. I just promise that I'm not coming back again. And that's my reason. There's no point you paying me coming to talk to you, and your people are not doing it. And that's one issue with us. We hear it, not doing it doesn't help us. And then we keep uh, rallying around looking for help, keep looking for help. We can't, I mean, years are going, things are, we have the situation before us in Africa, in Nigeria today. We have a tense situation before us. And it means that your business, you need to do your business as unusual. You can't have usual approach anymore. So please, and the things you've heard yesterday, today, they are tools that I expect us to go back and sit down, see how we can apply them to our businesses. And like I said, you have any question, you can always ask. Drop your question on the platform for others to benefit. I will answer the one I can answer. The one I can't answer, let me tell you, I have people that can help us to, because the thing is that the digital, when it comes to digital, when it comes to internet, is wide. You alone cannot cover everything, but there are people who will be ready to help. I know she will not want me to say it, but we have one of our supporters, someone who is very good to us, who has been startup supporter, startup mentor. She has been devoting one as our office, our service, and then as person to the growth of startups, to the growth of entrepreneurs in Nigeria, especially in the Southwest, as far as internet, as far as technology is concerned. Thank you, Mrs. Rita from NIDA, for being part of this meeting. I really appreciate you being around. She has always been an encouragement, sincerely, and I cannot but always mention that. So I want to thank us all for, like I said, the 2 days, 2 hours, not enough. There are other things we need to learn. Start it. So on the platform, I've done some videos that will cover some other areas of either. I mentioned about people can make money from YouTube. Thank you for Facebook, Instagram things starting now. So I'll drop those videos on platform for us to create time to watch. Then we'll be having more of it. You must learn how to do quality videos, and there are some of the things, even you need to have the idea. Like I said, if you're not the one that's going to be handling it, you should be able to tell people what to do for you. You will, it's because you have the understanding. If you don't have the understanding, you won't know what to ask for. You won't know what you will tell people to do for you. So it's good. The business of today needs knowledge and needs action. Learn and put it to work. Learn and put that to work. So I really appreciate us coming. And like I informed us yesterday, I want to close by telling us again that hence the program becomes, because it's a regular, it's a continuous one. We want to really cover Africa. We want to see how we can help small businesses across Africa. So it becomes e-commerce masterclass and business digitalization workshop for NMSMEs with special empowerment session for African female entrepreneurs. They are not able to, there are some one or two organizations that are not able to participate in this edition, but who will be joining from the next edition. That one of them is focusing on female SMEs development. We have there's a company that the organization that focus on, you have your, for you to get your MVP ready to have you want to start a business, you need to have the product to show. So we have that. They'll be joining in our next session, the next edition of the program. And then we will have, so even if you have gone through this and put this to work, I will invite you to attend that special session. It's going to be like 30 minutes, 1 hour in the next session. I will drop, stay on the group. When we have that edition, we will drop it on the platform program to NSMEs, but we will have a special like 45 1 hour session for female entrepreneurs. And the target, like I said, is that we will be able to grow together. So thank you all for being part of the program. Watch the video. I will get this video ready today as well. We have the yesterday. You get this ready so you can watch and then put them to work. Thank you all. We so much appreciate. Thank you, Bolarinwa. So I know that you here for us and you always be ready to play your part in the NMSME's development across Africa. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you all.